Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you for joining us to another live session of free international webinar here in IGP. My lovely audience, I am Marbeth from the Philippines, and I am honored to be your host of the day. I'm so glad to be with you once again in this virtual world. There is a thing that we should be thankful about during the pandemic period. I think it's the opportunity that it provides for all of us to gather or convene virtually through this international free webinar brought to us by the Institute of Global Professionals, or IGP. I hope that everyone will stay with us until the end of the program because we have a lot of things in store for you today. Here in IGP webinars, you do not just listen to our speakers, but we encourage your participation and engagement through our quiz competition and the Q&A part of the program. In our quiz competition, the top 10 participants will receive the quiz completion certificate that is right after the event. Then, it will be followed by the Q&A part where everyone will have the opportunity to interact with our speaker by sending in your questions in the comment section below. During our live show, there will be questions displayed on your screen. These allow you to engage or share your opinion about the topic being discussed or the topic that has been discussed in our previous webinars. Simply send your idea or your comment in the comment section below. Every day during our live session, we award a certificate of lifetime membership to the most active and consistent participant. So, what are you waiting for? Please share this live event to your friends and to your community and then write comments. Who knows, you could be the next recipient of our certificate of lifetime membership. And also take note that the e-certificate soft copy will be provided to the active participants. In the latter part of the program, I will give you the certification code together with the certification process on how you can auto-generate your e-certificate. With this, everybody is encouraged to stay with us until the end of the program because lots of exciting things awaits us today. I am sure all of us will have many e-takeaways and payoffs from this webinar. I'm proud to tell you that every day many new participants are joining with us. With this, I would like to welcome all of you, the new participants, to IGP's global family. With this, I am compelled to give you a little background about IGP. The Institute of Global Professionals serves as a student and community resource providing holistic social work and education to create a proficient generation. We make it get evolved for every knowledge seekers to originate personality which is more ambitious and more confident to face any circumstance in developing own skills. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill by just acquiring formal education. So we provide training and consultation to generate a proficient generation through webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with the best speakers and highly trained coaches from all around the globe just to cater you with the best learning platform. I'm proud to inform you that IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute. We are entrusted with international recognition and we are globally accredited. IGP is your trusted platform to learn new things from the global leading leaders. IGP is the leading online skill development institution with thousands of learners worldwide. Our mission is to empower people and enhance their skills through webinars. Most importantly, we are committed to serve. IGP is bringing the community of professionals to grow together and learn from each other. Here in IGP, learning never stops. We wish that you remain with us in this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the Institute of Global Professionals. Once again, I am Marbeth, a core volunteer of IGP from the Philippines, and I am so privileged to host this webinar. With this, I would like to say, let's watch together and learn together. We believe that the power is gained by sharing knowledge, not hoarding it. Did you know that as of yesterday, we have already completed 396 webinars in various topics of your interest? All of these are available on our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Feel free to access them anytime. You may also check all the recorded webinars anytime on our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. We expect that all of you are getting a little bit benefited both in your personal and professional development. From time to time, you may like, share, tag your friends, write comments, and share us about how you feel about IGP and what you think IGP. And also, don't hesitate to ask questions or write feedback. You may also give us suggestions that will help us innovate the program in the comment section below. All of these will be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to like, and subscribe to our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. Make sure to click the bell button below to be notified with our live streaming every day. Please support us by spreading the news about IGP's free international webinar. Your support is greatly appreciated. And just like what I always do, I just want to greet some of our active participants today. Hello, hello, and greetings to the following people. Rachel Tibag, John Charles Garalde, Lydia Pauzal, I could read some new names, Roan Roberto Sasan, Ana Marie Joy Mercado, Angeli Ray D, Joshua Diego, and also Jomer Segovia, Rene Pales, Anthony Lazario, Joshua Diego, hello, Jan Ledio, Lago Joy Esquipaje, and also let's have Katugan Patricia Yvonne, hello. Who else do we have here? Francis June Patalen, Carl Sadi Morelos, Arnie Jose, Mandiome Yang, Maricel Hilot Salvador, Ronaldin Alcaide, Claire Buenviaje, Marites Bustillo, and Evelyn Waperi, one of our consistent participants. Also, Ma'am Ana Marijoy Alcance is always present. Who else do we have here? Romeo Domale Larona Jr., Erica Shell Abon, Mercy Bagig, hello to all of you. Julianne Lunar, hello. Edessa Luna, hello to all of you. Greetings to all of you. And today, my dear audience, before I call our speaker, I want to request everyone to use your magic pointy. Okay. Here's what we are going to do. At the count of 3, all together, let's click together the share button. Can you do that for IGP? Let's click the share button at the count of 3. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, did you do it? Great. Remember that IGP is your community. The only way we can support this community is by sharing our live stream and also through your check-in. Thank you so much for those who shared our live stream today. Thank you for those participants who used their magic pointy in sharing our live event. So without further ado, let's start the program with IGP's mantra: feed your skills, innovate, inspire, impact. For today, we are presenting webinar 398 on proactive teaching towards environmental awareness. Indeed, we are very much privileged to have with us a very able and competent speaker from the Philippines. He is an assistant professor from College of Science and Education, University of Rizal System, Tanay Rizal. Let's welcome with a virtual round of applause Darwin Salvador Navalta.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Am
hello,
I loud and
sir.
clear? Okay.
Yes,
Thank you
you
very
are.
much.
How are you, sir?
It's a mixed emotion, ma'am. I'm very excited, at the same time quite nervous, but I think it's normal.
Yes,
Having
yes.
an international audience, it's not easy.
Yeah, that's really very normal, sir. So, before proceeding to your program, you might probably want to share us something about yourself. Share us more about yourself.
Okay, ma'am. I am Edwin S. Navalta, and I was born in Bintawan Norte, Villaverde, Nueva Vizcaya, Philippines, and currently residing at Tanay Rizal, also in the Philippines. And I am a licensed forester, and but I had a change of trajectory, and now I am a teacher. I am an associate professor and has been into teaching for more than 25 years. Presently, I am under the College of Science and Education, University of Rizal System, Tanay Campus. And I am happy and elated to be a part of this fast growing global professional organization and very grateful to the IGP for giving me the opportunity to share something to the global community.
Well, that's great to hear, sir. Well, so let's there we can no longer wait for you to unravel our curiosity about today's topic. So, what are we waiting for? It's time for you to take the floor.
Okay, ma'am, so let me share to you my screen. Thank you very much.
Well, it's good, sir. You're good to
Okay.
go.
Okay, ma'am. So I'll take the floor. Okay, once again, my dear IGP community, hello world, good afternoon, and mabuhay. This afternoon, I will be sharing to you my ideas, my thoughts about proactive teaching towards environmental awareness. So again, I am Edwin S. Navalta from Tanay Rizal, Philippines. Okay, so why awareness? So let me share to you this quotation by Eckhart Tolle. Awareness is the greatest agent for change. People demand for change. So just like in every revolution, the start of any move or action is by becoming aware of what is happening around you. This awareness becomes the driving force behind the desire of individuals for change. Thus, Eckhart Tolle is right in saying that awareness is the greatest agent for change. Awareness is the state or ability to perceive, to feel, or to be conscious of events, objects, or sensory patterns. In this level of consciousness, sense data can be confirmed by an observer without necessarily implying understanding. The possessor of any knowledge must contain awareness, but mere awareness does not contain any type of knowledge. More broadly, it is the stage, or it is the state rather, or quality of being aware of something. So, looking at this definition, it is quite plain, very raw definition of awareness. But later, I want to put some action into this definition of awareness. So, being aware will allow you to see whether your beliefs are positive and whether they are limiting you or not. Awareness will give you knowledge And this in return will give you the direction to go and the idea of what to do in order to succeed. It will inspire you to discover the things that are holding you back and how to overcome them. It will provide you with the information, what steps to take in order to be able to move forward. Awareness nourishes proactiveness. So, to proceed, why environmental awareness? So, we have many pressing environmental issues in the world today, and we should not stop in reminding people on the current global environmental situation. Let us make people more aware or level up their awareness. We all have a role to play in saving our planet. If people continue to destroy our planet, we actually are destroying our own kind. The way how we treat the environment is a manifestation of the level of our awareness. To have a clearer understanding on the term, let us dissect it into its key words: environment and awareness. Okay, so what is environment? What is awareness? Environment can be defined as a sum total of all the living and non-living elements and their effects that influence human life. While all living or biotic elements are animals, plants, forests, fisheries, and birds, non living or abiotic elements include water, land, sunlight, rocks, and air. And generally, awareness is the knowledge or perception of a situation or fact. So, putting the two terms together, we have the term environmental awareness. And this refers to an awareness around the natural environment and the choices that either promote its well being or cause it more harm. So, our choices determine the future of the planet. The sad reality is we are might be aware, fully aware at that, but still our choices cause more harm than good to the planet. And that's true, right? That's a sad reality. Different governments have forged agreements for the sake of environmental protection and health. From 1971 to 2019, there are more or less 21 environmental conventions and protocols. This is a proof that the world's governments are working towards saving the planet, but still, environmental problems still escalate. So, to make the picture clearer, I want to share with you some of the pressing environmental issues that we have today. Okay, so the next slides will deal on the different environmental issues that we have. First, we have the climate change, and all of us experience now the uh, the result, no, of having this climate change. Okay, so the climate change refers to these shifts may be natural, but since okay, I think I have a signal problem. Kindly bear with me because the weather here is cloudy, and that is normal if the weather is cloudy. We have intermittent internet signal. Okay, but the show must go on. Okay, no matter what. Okay, so let's proceed. Since 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, which produces heat trapping gases. Okay, so you see, it's a natural cycle of the earth having climate change. but human activities have interfered the natural cycle of the earth, and thus we aggravated climate change, the pattern of the climate change. Human activities had aggravated it. We have pollution, of course. These different pollution types are due to human activities. Could be air, water, or soil pollution. And we have so many activities contributing to this. Air pollution, of course, the industries, the transportation or the transport sector, okay, burning, okay, water pollution, water bodies become dumping sites of factories, land pollution, of course, agricultural implements or agricultural inputs like inorganic fertilizers, chemicals, or pesticides. Those things add to these different types of pollution, and we all blame it, or we can attribute this to human activities. Okay, biodiversity loss. Okay, so biodiversity loss is a very serious problem. So we have many species that are yet to be discovered. However, before they could be discovered or before they could be let known to man, they're already gone or become extinct because of human activities like deforestation, land conversion. Forest lands become agricultural lands or industrial areas, as well as how do we call this? People will begin using the forest lands for their uh, residential purposes, and these all contribute to biodiversity loss. However, we can also attribute climate change as cause of biodiversity loss, but human activities attributes uh, the greatest, for the loss of biodiversity. Hydric stress and water scarcity. So, water scarcity is described as a lack of sufficient water or the inability to obtain safe drinking water. So, in many parts of the world, water is in short supply. Water is becoming increasingly scarce as it is required to cultivate and prepare food, generate electricity, and support industry for an ever increasing population. Just a year ago, I have watched a documentary film about a city. I don't know if this is a city or a province in India, wherein it stopped raining for many years already, and people have to leave the place because there is no more water. So they have to leave. And not only in this place, but in other parts of the world, we do have cases like this. This could be attributed again to climate change, but maybe also because of overuse of water or over usage of water, as well as the water table. It has something to do with the water table. Energy transitions and renewables. So energy transition refers to the global energy sector's shift from fossil-based systems of energy production and consumption, so including oil, natural gas, and coal, to renewable energy sources like wind and solar. It has something to do with air pollution. And not only that, in order for us to abate, of course, uh, the the abate climate change because fossil fuels contribute, to climate change also because of the pollutants. It increases the oxides of carbon in the atmosphere, which we all know is the greatest contributory of that greenhouse effect, which later affects, no, or contributes to the aggravating effect of climate change. That's why we have this move to shift
Hello. I think we're having some technical issue at the moment. So let's just wait for Sir Salvador to connect again. For the meantime, what shall we do? Okay, let me greet some of our active participants here again. And then while waiting for Sir Darwin Salvador Navalta to connect, I would like you to write in our comment section below, how did you get to know about IGP? Can you do that? Who shared about IGP to you? Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. From my friends, that is from Carmela Haen. Well, wow, that's good. So,
Hello,
hello,
ma'am.
Carmela. Yes, hello, sir.
Is my
Try to
signal
share
okay,
your
ma'am?
screen again. I will just read some comments here from our participants. Some Lago Joy said that from my classmates. Okay, very nice. Hello to Jessa Advincula. Hi, Jessa. Just try to share your screen again, sir. Take your time. From Edeza Luna, from my classmate again. Okay, from in Facebook, from Lydia Pausal in Facebook. Me too. In Facebook, I get I get to know about IGP from the Facebook. How about the other participants? No IGP while browsing in PD webinars. Okay, in Facebook, and I find it credible and reliable source. Thank you for that, Joshua Diego. Yes, and some of our speakers here are using actually the certificates that is given to them for promotion. So if you need certificates for promotion, you can also be one of our speakers here through the organization in our university, which is the Society of Student Teachers. That's great to hear. From Ma'am Evelyn Waperi from Facebook. Okay, good afternoon. Lowella Paraiso. Just give me the signal, sir, once you are ready.
Can I continue now, ma'am? Hello?
Okay, yes,
I'm
you
in
can
again.
continue your presentation, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so
You're
for us to
welcome.
continue, overpopulation and waste management. Of course, this go hand in overpopulation goes hand in hand with waste management. Whenever we have overcrowding or overpopulation, waste becomes a problem. So this is also an issue, whether solid wastes or liquid wastes, everything. This is related with overpopulation. And then we have extreme meteorological phenomena. So let's say super typhoons, like super typhoon Haiyan or the Yolanda here in the Philippines, way back 2013. It's really strong, the strongest typhoon that ever landed on Earth. And it's very alarming because of course, it had caused thousands of loss of lives, properties, and many others. And also we have extreme droughts, or there's no rain or shortage of rain for a very long time, which causes death of crops. And of course, since the agriculture is affected, negatively affected, then what comes next is famine. Okay, there will be shortage of food supply, and also protecting the oceans. We all know that oceans become a dumping ground for some countries actually, and plastics. Okay, the microplastic phenomena, wherein some marine animals have been found out to have microplastic concentration in them. Okay, so these are very alarming issues that we have at hand. And of course, sustainable urban development and mobility. So cities must pursue sustainable urban development in order to minimize climate change. People activities, buildings, and public spaces are all brought together in integrated urban locations with easy walking and cycling connections and near excellent transportation connectivity to the rest of the city. So it means that everyone has equal access to local and citywide opportunities and resources using the most efficient and healthy combination of transport modes at the lowest financial and environmental cost and with the highest resilience to disruptive events rather. So in cities, inclusive development is critical for a long-term sustainability, equity, shared prosperity, and civil society. Okay, so one way of doing it, of course, is having a good or efficient urban planning, and at the same time, a uh, shift to rather renewable energy sources rather than by uh, the things that we used to like fossil fuels and others. So we have to plan. We must have this efficient or sustainable urban development planning. Okay, so how aware are we? So the next slides will somewhat tell us how aware are we. So I will be presenting to you slides of environmental performance index of countries, climate change awareness, the countries with the most who are most eco-friendly. Okay, so those will be the next slides. First, we have the Environmental Performance Index, the top 10 countries by 2020. So what do we mean by Environmental Performance Index? So the Environmental Performance Index is a method of quantifying and numerically marking the environmental performance of a state's policies. The performance indicators provide a gauge at a national scale of how close countries are to established environmental policy targets. So the EPI offers a scoreboard that highlights leaders and laggards in environmental performance and provides practical guidance for countries that aspire to move toward a sustainable future. So how close are we with our targets, with respect to our policies, related with environment? So the top 10 countries, we have Denmark, Luxembourg, Switzerland, UK, France, Australia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Germany. So all of these are European countries, and we all know these are developed countries. So they are top performing, maybe because they have the funds, they have enough funds for the implementation of their environmental programs, uh, maybe related with education, environmental education, and the like. So it's obvious, no? They're in the top 10 because they have the means to sustain their environmental programs, hoping other countries will follow suit. World's most eco-conscious countries, okay, eco-conscious or environmentally aware countries. Again, it's just the same list of the top 10. Everything or all of these are in Europe: Denmark, Luxembourg, Switzerland, UK, France, Austria, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Germany. So As we can see, all of these are developed countries. I think the performance index of the Philippines is 83, on the 83rd spot. Okay. Climate change awareness by countries: Japan, US. This is the 2015 data. Japan, US, Finland, Norway, UK, Australia, Sweden, Germany, Netherlands. And you see, no, these indices or this data somewhat show us the level of awareness of countries, the level of awareness of different nationalities. However, the top 10 performing countries, as we have seen, are all developed countries. So, as I have said, it must have something to do with the funds. However, we have also countries which are developed, like the US, Russia, China, which are not in the list. And, I do not like to go into the political side, no, of this issue. Okay, so I am more on the awareness, on the education side, information dissemination side of these issues. I'm not going to dwell into the political. I'm not going to add political color, no, to this presentation. So I just end that matter there, and we shall now proceed to the next slide. Okay, so environmental awareness is a critical component of our daily life. Environmental awareness ensures the planet's long-term viability. It's the planet's long-term viability, thus it is a very vital aspect of our existence, which is true. If we destroy the planet, we are destroying our own kind, and that's very sad. And that's where we're heading to, actually, if we're not careful, and we will not have a change of heart and a change of mind. Okay, so let's proceed with education. So, education is derived from these three Latin words: educatum, educere, and educare. Educatum is the act of teaching and training. Educere, to lead forth, to come out. And educare, to bring up or to raise. Okay, so educatum has something to do with teaching, the way how you teach, the act of teaching. And educere, to lead forth, to come out. So, as educators, as teachers, we must be the leaders. We must lead our students, our pupils, the community to come out. To come out, let's say, from a not so good situation, a not so good state of mind, state of well being, to a better state of the mind and well being. Through what? Through bringing up or raising them up, or through nourishing them. And that is educare. And that is what education is all about. So education aims to what? Nourish the good qualities in man and draw out the best in every individual. It seeks to develop the innate inner capacities of man. So that's what we want to draw out from our students, from our pupils, from our mentees, to draw out the best in them, and to seek, and it seeks to develop the innate inner capacities of man, bringing out the best in them, and bringing out the goodness of the heart and the goodness of the mind in every individuals. So that is teaching. We are building individuals. If we destroy individuals, we are not teachers. We should be a builder of man, not a destroyer of man. Okay, so let's proceed with teaching. To teach means to send a message that has an impact and motivates the recipient to do better. Okay, we have here a word impact. So sending the message should leave an impact to the receiver. And not only that, it must also motivate the recipient or the receiver to do better. So in teaching, our goal is to leave an impact to our students and pupils, to our mentees, and at the same time, motivate them to do better. That is the purpose of teaching. So, why proactive teaching? Okay, so before proceeding with proactive teaching, let us define what proactive means. Proactive means what? Acting in advance to deal with an expected difficulty or becoming anticipatory, assuming an active rather than passive role in doing, accomplishing, or taking the initiative. The definition of proactive is someone who takes an active role in dealing with something before it needs to be taken care of, acting in advance to deal with an expected change or difficulty. So, with regards to policy action, okay, it creates or controls a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. So, this quotation by Roy Bennett had said it all with respect to the meaning of proactive. Do not wait for things to happen. Make them happen. And that is proactive. That's what becoming proactive means. So, proactive teaching means that a teacher anticipates what will happen and when, rather than waiting for something to occur and then reacting oftentimes inappropriately. It requires tremendous preparation and vigilance to head problems off before they escalate into full blown meltdowns, confrontations, or withdrawals. Proactive teachers do not give up or give in. So that sums it all. With my previous discussion of what proactive means, this is what proactive teaching is. So, a proactive teacher provides a classroom environment that fosters respect and individuality. So, if you say individuality, this is one of the most important things in school. It affects the way people look at each other and definitely how they look at themselves. What makes that one person is special is how they express their individuality. Whatever your color is, your language, your gender preference, you are important and you are unique, and that uniqueness will show, or will be the reason of having the best that you can be or becoming the best that you can be. So uh, how how can we do it? How can we provide a classroom that fosters respect and individuality? So let me share to you, courtesy of Coral Gable Counseling.com, some ways on how to provide a classroom like this. First, create an open environment. So we have to make our students feel that they are in a safe and supportive environment. By this atmosphere, they will become motivated to express and explore. Students enter the classroom feeling contented and at ease. This builds a real connection between the mentor and the mentee, or between the teacher and the students. Hostile and cold environments do not provide support or confidence. So, instead of us instilling or spreading fear to our students, we should spread what? Love and interest in education, in learning. So, Actually, the atmosphere in the classroom depends solely on the teacher. Whatever the things that the students see on the teacher, they will follow. Especially uh, the elementary students up to the junior or senior students, they will always look up, or they always look up to their teacher. Next, allow for creative thinking and flexibility. We should build an opportunity for creative thinking. While some subjects can naturally incorporate creativity into the lesson and assignments, others may have to intentionally make time for it, setting aside a portion of the class time or entire school day for creative exploration. And this will allow students to tap into interests, likes, and dislikes. Sometimes we teachers should think outside the box in the way we deliver our lessons. Uh, why not assign a group or an individual student to be the teacher for the day, if this is possible? This can develop their leadership qualities and confidence. So you see, we have here a key word or a key phrase: thinking outside the box in the way we deliver the lessons. So we should not be that dogmatic. We should not be that traditional in the way we teach, we deliver the lessons. We must be creative. We must be innovative in order for us to draw the best, to draw out the best of in our students. Okay, so that's why later we have here one of the characteristics of a proactive teacher is taking the risks. Okay, so after that, a proactive teacher should learn from mistakes. Okay, as a scholar, teachers are scholars, of course. There's no such thing as a bad teacher. All teachers are good, and all teachers are intelligent. We are scholars, and teachers should learn to accept mistakes, ready to be corrected. So we have to learn from our mistakes. It's by learning from our mistakes that we can improve. We can become better teachers. So always we have to put learn, or we have always to put room for improvement. Okay, so we must learn from our mistakes and then act in advance. Before a thing happens, we have already in mind what to do. So our moves or our actions, our plans should are somewhat preventive rather than reactive. Reactive teachers only act uh, in response to a stimuli or in response to a problem, but they do not plan in advance on what to do if things happen. So because of reacting because of your reaction of the moment, and that will be your solution. Sometimes we act on a particular situation inappropriately. So that is the difference between a reactive and a proactive teacher. A proactive teacher acts in advance. Okay, taking the risks or takes risk. So a teacher should be courageous or brave enough to try something new. So that is thinking outside the box by breaking the conventions, breaking what is traditional. So that is taking the risk. Okay, takes responsibility. So a proactive teacher initiates something new, becoming a trendsetter, let's say becoming an initiator of a program, of a project, and whatever the consequences, of course, you have to take full of that responsibility. So that's what a proactive teacher is. Take He or she takes responsibilities. Of course, a person who takes risks are leaders, and leaders takes responsibilities. If you cannot take risks, you are not a leader. And if you are not a leader, you cannot take responsibilities. And of course, we teachers are leaders. Okay, maintains high standards. Okay, by maintaining high standards, we can help our students to be the best that they can be. Okay, so that is the goodness of maintaining high standards. Just okay is not good. It should be better or best. Set limits. Of course, we must tell our students our expectations from them so that they know uh, how far they have to exert effort so that they will meet our expectations. Of course, we have to be not we have to be not too sadistic, no? In setting limits. Of course, students are different. There may be fast learners, there may be slow learners. So we have to pattern, no, that limits based on the type of students we have. So we must be that flexible, no, in setting our limits. So in all our students, we have different expectations from them, and that should be clear to everyone, to our students. Okay, applies consequences responsibly. So what is that? It has something to do with giving awards and punishments, rewards rather, giving rewards and punishments. So in giving punishments, it should not be the way wherein the students will be insulted or would be shamed. No? Instead of becoming such, they should be motivated, motivated to do better the next time. To It's for motivation, the rewards as well as giving punishments, quote and unquote. It must be in the positive, having that positive connotation. So the bottom line here is either you give reward or punishment. It must be for motivation, both for motivation. Okay. So creates a learning environment that is fun and encouraging. So it's the same as with the number one. You must create an open environment. Give interesting lessons. Be an interesting teacher so that students will be happy, no? Entering your class or attending to your classes. In the first place, you can hear from students saying, "She is my favorite teacher. He is my favorite teacher. I like his class," rather than he's very intelligent. That teacher is very intelligent, but I like the class of that teacher. He's a very or she's a very interesting teacher, a very good teacher. Just like what I've said, all teachers are capable to teach because teachers are intelligent. It's just a way of creating that atmosphere inside the classroom so that the students will develop that interest to attend to your class or to love learning. Okay, we aim to empower our students, providing a student with a sense of confidence, capability, competence, and self-esteem to meet life's challenges. We want our students as individuals to feel that they are important and can make a difference in the world. So we should not be having that favorite student tradition. All our students should be our favorite. We should love all our students, no matter who they are, their color, their language, their social or socioeconomic status. We should love them all. There's no such thing as a favorite word with respect to our students. So it may take some time, but develop a positive bringing out the best in them, the goodness in them, the goodness of the heart and the goodness of the mind. That's what they should develop in all our classes, the goodness of their person. Okay, so we will help them to have decision making power and most importantly, have a range of options from which to make healthy, informed choices. So we have to develop the decision making skills or power. Critical thinking is at hand. So later, I will show you or I will share to you my thoughts on how we can achieve this. Okay, so we aim to empower our students. Okay, recognition. We have to recognize their strengths. We have to recognize their efforts. We have to recognize their weaknesses. And by doing so, we we should encourage them to be the better person or to be the best person that they can be by what? Not just by words, but by action, by giving them responsibilities. And in giving them responsibilities, we are developing their decision making skills of power.
Well, I think he's having another problem with his internet, but rest assured that he'll be coming back and continue his discussion. Let's just give him few minutes. For the meantime, let's discuss some of the points that he has given us a while ago. We as teachers, according to him, aim to empower our students. And how can we do this? By providing a child or student with a sense of confidence, capability, competence, and self-esteem to meet life's challenges. Another, it may take some time, but as teacher, we want to ensure that children and youth develop a positive self-image. Another one that we have here is that we want our students as individuals to feel that they are important and that they can make a difference in the world. And last is this, we will help them to have decision making power and most importantly have a range of options from which to make healthy informed choices. Okay, let's wait for Sir Darwin to come back. Okay, for the meantime, I would like to give you some. Let's have something to do today. What else can we do? Have you shared our live program to your community or to your friends? Just a while ago. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Yes,
Can
you're
I
back,
continue?
sir. Yes, you're. Of course.
Okay,
That's
ma'am.
fine. Okay, sir. Go on.
Okay, so let's proceed. The show must go on no matter what. Okay, so I ended up a while ago by saying that they have to be involved. We have to involve our students. And through that, we can empower them. Okay, so level up their awareness and make them act. So by becoming empowered, they will become fully aware. And that awareness will not just be plain awareness, just like what I have said in the first slides, now the definition of awareness. This time, because our students become empowered, then their awareness will lead to action. And that's what we want. No? They not just aware, but they act on that awareness. And this is a summary of how we can uh, put action into that awareness through our students, of course. First, recognition, and then encouragement, giving them responsibility, making them involved, and then they will become empowered, and then they will become fully aware, and they will act. So that is the way how we can make our action, make our students to move towards action. Of course, with regards to these environmental issues that I have shared to you a while ago. And the bottom line is awareness with action. So, can we make a difference? Our small efforts, when collectively put into action, will have a significant influence. And I know nobody can contest this because this is true. So the time to act is now. The time to act is now. Reinforce what the students have and what they know. We can do this by incorporating environmental facts and issues in the subjects that we teach. Let's say as a reading comprehension activity, we might use an article about an environmental issue as the reading material in the computation of velocity, speed, etc. We might use cyclones, typhoons as example. So create activities that will build up their sense of responsibility and involvement, like assigning them a classroom-wide or school-wide cleanup drive, or your class or the whole school as initiator of a community-wide cleanup activity. So let the students be involved in the conceptualization and planning process. There are many ways how we can do it. It's just a matter of becoming creative and innovative. You have to take the risks. We must be ready to take the risks and take responsibility for us to make our students to act and to move. So these are my references. Again, thank you. And before I end, I will share to you this quotation by John Porter. People underestimate their capacity for change. There is never a right time to do a difficult thing. The time is now. Thank you very much. So that ends my presentation.
Thank you, Sir Darwin. That was actually a very informative, timely, and relevant presentation. I should say that all of the informations that you have shared to us will be useful both to us and for our learners. They are really very interesting. I'm sure that the audience have gained huge insight in today's webinar about the topic. What really caught my interest a while ago is when you mentioned that we should create a learning environment that is fun and healthy for our learners, bringing out the goodness in them. That was very interesting because I think as teachers, as proactive teachers, we should develop this one. This is the thing that we should ensure in every classroom. Okay, thank you so much for all the knowledge that you have shared to us. My dear audience, let me remind you, don't forget to like, share, tag your friends in the comment box. Remember that your attachment encourages us to do better and provide us with our best service. Thank you for your support. And then we will give you the e-certificate link in the comment box. And if you encounter any problem, you can collect your e-certificate direct from our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Then after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by your check-in. At this moment, we will now proceed to the most exciting part of our program, the live quiz competition. And afterwards is the Q&A part. I would like to encourage everyone to join our live quiz competition at slido.com or through the link mentioned below, or you may just scan the QR code on your screen to quickly join the competition. Meanwhile, let's enjoy watching this short video. Okay, we have now some participants in our live quiz competition. We have few minutes, a minute to go before we could start our quiz competition. So those who still want to join, you have a minute to do so. Okay, come on guys, join us. This will be fun. Just like what I've said, this is the most exciting part of our program. Actually, this is my favorite part of the program. The top 10 participants will receive the quiz completion certificate after the competition. This will be posted on our Facebook page. Okay, hello, Sir Alex Javier. Hello also to Joel Bernasar and also to Marbet de la Cruz and to Lydia A. Pausal. Hello to Veneranda Jordan. Also to Ronaldine Alcaide. Hi to Leia Facunla. Hi to Marvic B. Clavesilia. Okay, you may still join our quiz competition. Hello to Mom Evelyn Waperi and also to Sir AK. Question number 1. Climate change caused the rising of sea level. Is it true or false? Okay, the correct answer is true. 85% of the participants get the correct answer. On our leaderboard, we have Ana Marie Joy Mercado as rank 1, followed by Alex Javier Alvarez, and the third is Marvic Clavesilia. Question number 2. The rising of the sea level is not related with the sinking of the cities. Is it true or false? And the correct answer is let's wait, false. 90% of the participants get it correctly. For rank 1, we have Lizelle A. Gabaldon, followed by Melinda Civil Hispano, and then we still have Evelyn Wapari. Next question. The key environmental issue are both natural and man-made. Is it true or false? "100% of the participants answered true. And that is the correct answer. On our leaderboard, we still have Lizelle Gabaldon, followed by Ana Marie Joy Mercado, and then Melinda Civil Hispano. Question number 4. The living elements are called as abiotic. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. Only 45% of the participants got it correctly. On our leaderboard, this time we have Leia Facunla, followed by Evelyn Waperi, and then Joel Bernasar. Question number 5. The non-living elements are called biotic. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. 81% of the participants get it correctly. On our leaderboard, we have Leia Facunla, followed by Evelyn Waperi, and Mark Joshua Diego. Question number 6. Biodiversity loss results from combination of different environmental issues. Is it true or false? "95% of the participants get it correctly, and the correct answer is true. On our leaderboard, we have still Leia Facunla, followed by Evelyn Waperi, and then Mark Joshua Diego. Next question. Overpopulation is a factor in waste management. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. 87% of the participants get it correctly. On our leaderboard, we have Leia Facunla, followed by Evelyn Waperi, and then Mark Joshua Diego. Question number 8. Overpopulation can result to hydric stress and water scarcity. Is it true or false? "91% of the participants answered true, and that is the correct answer. On our leaderboard, we have Leia Facunla, followed by Evelyn Waperi, followed by Mark Joshua Diego. Question number 9. Mere awareness that does not contain any type of knowledge. Is it true or false? That is true. Only 22% of the participants get it correctly. So on our leaderboard this time, we have Gretchen, Bonse, Gadgad, and then followed by Ana Marie Joy, A. Mercado, and then Leia Facunla. And for our last question, by being knowledgeable or perceptive of a certain fact or situation means you are knowledgeable. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. 95% of the participants got it correctly. And congratulations to our top 10 winners. Rank 1, we have Gretchen Bonse Gadgad, followed by Ana Marie Joy Mercado. The next is Leia Facunla. Number 4 is Alex Javier Alvarez. Number 5 is Mark Joshua Diego. Number 6 is Hasmer. Number 7 is Ashok Kumar Adhikari. Number 8 is Marivic Viclavesilia. Number 9 is Melinda Civil Hispano. And 10 is Ronaldine Alcaide. Congratulations to our top 10 participants. To the top 10 winners of our quiz competition. This time, you will receive your quiz completion certificate in a little while it will be posted on our Facebook page. Again, congratulations to all of you. We will now move to the most awaited part of the program, which is the Q&A part. Meantime, let's enjoy watching this short video. Once again, let's welcome back our speaker for today's webinar, Sir Darwin Salvador Navalta. Okay, you may start sending your questions now. Let's just wait for a few minutes for Sir Darwin to connect. For the meantime, you may start sending your questions. Okay, welcome back, sir. Hello, Sir Darwin. Are you ready for the Q&A part of the program? Can you hear me, sir? Sir Darwin, can you hear me? I think he's having it. Hello, sir. Please unmute yourself. Okay. You may start sending your questions. Okay, somebody asked, Mom, I was top 5 before in the quiz. How can I get my certificate? Ma'am, Phil Grace Super Sales, We just post all the quiz completion certificate in our FB page. I hope you're familiar with the FB page. All certificates are there. I hope you still remember the date when you tap on our quiz competition. Please look for the date or the topic, and then you can download the e-certificate there. Okay, hello, Sir Salvador. Are you ready for our Q&A part? Can you unmute yourself or can you say something, sir? I want to hear your voice.
Hello, ma'am. I'm now ready for
Okay,
the
that's
Q&A.
good. Yes, this is the most awaited part of our program, the Q&A part. Okay, do we have questions now? For Ma'am Inga, we don't send our quiz completion certificates. You have to download it yourself. You have to go to our FB page and download it. Okay, for our questions, since I don't see any question yet, let me give you my question. Okay, sir, I have here a question for you. Can you give us the easiest or the simplest way of being proactive teacher towards environmental awareness which can be applicable in our daily life? The easiest, just the simple way on how can we show environmental awareness being a proactive teacher.
Okay, ma'am. For me, we should walk our talk. We should practice what we preach. We should be the model. Uh, the awareness, our care for the environment should be seen by our students themselves. So, in doing so, then they can emulate that character in us, and they will follow suit. So, we be their model,
Okay, thank
better
you,
showing
sir.
them action rather than words.
Yes, it's walk the talk. Thank you, sir. So do we have questions now? Another question is from Marbet R. De La Cruz. That is yours truly. In which lesson can we integrate the lesson about environmental awareness? What lesson can we integrate?
Okay, ma'am. Just like what I have shared a while ago, even if you are teaching, let's say, English, mathematics, physics, statistics, you may use environmental issues as examples in your class. Let's say in English or in language, sentence construction, maybe. Then why not use environmental issues as your subject in sentence construction? Reading comprehension, you may use environmental issues, environmental disasters, maybe, as the reading material of the students. Things like that, ma'am.
That is actually very interesting for me. You just made me realize that I could really integrate as an English teacher. I could integrate about environmental awareness to my lessons by just simply integrating it through the paragraphs that I am presenting to the kids, or whenever I ask them to write sentences, I should give them topic about environmental awareness. That is very useful and helpful for me. And then, do we have questions? Yes, we have a question here from Joshua Diego. Can we post it? Okay, from Joshua. For you, sir, what is the best concrete strategy on creating an atmosphere of environmental proactive in the classroom or workplace?
Okay, so just like what I've said, it's just a matter of becoming creative and innovative. So, one way of doing it, I guess, is by putting, let's say, posters. Okay, displaying posters on your walls, maybe about environmental issues, environmental disasters. You know, by having, let's say, pictures or posters of this on the walls of your classroom, uh, every day, whenever the students see this, they will be reminded about environmental issues, environmental disasters, that those things will add up to not their level of awareness.
Yes, I agree with you. I believe that poster itself will communicate to our learners. It will talk to the learners on how they can be aware about the environment. Next question is from Pelgray Super Sales Baloca. How to cultivate or enhance environmental awareness for our students integrating the advancement in technology. It's technology versus environmental awareness.
Okay, the good thing with the advancement in technology is that, let's say, gadgets. What about, and also having, let's say, uh, audiovisual equipment in the classroom, or if we have audiovisual centers in our schools. So why not to do video showing, film showing, things like that? You can do that in your classroom if you have the equipment, or let's say the whole school might have the audiovisual center or room. Then you can go there and have some film showing about environmental issues. In that way, we are using the advancement in technology for cultivating environmental awareness to our students.
Well, I should say that you are very intelligible. Are you on how you answer the questions? I think you are really prepared for all these questions, and we are flooding with questions right now. Shall we have the next question? Okay. What is the best way of proactive teaching so as to recover biodiversity loss in our planet? Sir.
Okay, ma'am. Let's begin in the classroom level, because I do believe that the major battleground with respect to environmental awareness, it is not in the streets, no? Just like these activists are doing. The battleground is really in the classroom. So we have to begin in the level, classroom level, by instilling to our students. Your question is about biodiversity loss, the importance of the different components of the ecosystem. So there are many ways on how to do it, I think. So one way is, let's say if your students are in the elementary grades, so why not ask them about their favorite animals, their favorite plants? Maybe for them to relate on it, their favorite fruits, their favorite vegetables, things like that, their favorite pet. And then go deeper and ask them, do you know this plant? Do you know this animal? Are you familiar with this? And when they say no, then you will tell them why, things like that. And then you can also move out from the classroom, especially if you are teaching, let's say, senior high school students or junior high school students, even intermediate grade students. Go out from the classroom and go to the community. And maybe you can give them flyers, things like that, about environmental awareness, especially biodiversity loss, and telling them that all components of the ecosystem, of course, they're all important. And once each component is lost, or one component is lost, the balance is disturbed. The balance is no longer, there's no, the homeostatic balance, as we say, is lost. And that is not good. It can cause negative effects, not only to the
species, but also to the community as well. So start from the classroom by giving them examples on the extinction of species.
Okay, before I read the next question, I just want to address the question from Noor Drilon. Noor, I will be giving you the procedure on how to collect your e-certificate before the end of the program. So wait until the end of the program because I will be giving you on how you can collect your e-certificate. Our next question is from Luella May Paraiso. Sir, what is the best advice of being proactive in teaching? Can you give us advice, sir?
Okay, Miss Luella Paraiso. Am I audible, ma'am? Am
Yes,
I
you are.
heard
Yes, sir.
clearly? Okay. So, Ma'am Luella May, the best way to become a proactive teacher is that giving our student the chance not to speak. We should not be that monotonous, that you are always in front, your students, and then you as the one just talking, and the students as just but your receivers. Refrain from doing that traditional way of teaching. It must be two-way. The best way to teach is have a two-way atmosphere in the classroom. You learn from the students learn from you, and you also learn from them. That is becoming proactive in teaching.
Yes, wonderful.
Always give them a chance to speak, a chance
For
to share their ideas and thoughts. Okay?
okay, according to Sir AK Adhikari, wonderful. Yes, I should agree with him. Those are wonderful answers. You have given us wonderful answers to all the queries that we have thrown to you today. Thank you, sir, for those wonderful answers that you have given us. Thank you so much for being part of the IGP today, and thank you for all the knowledge that you have shared today. We hope to see you again here in IGP in the soonest time. Okay, sir? And then to all the participants who actively participated in our Q&A part, thank you so much for all the questions. I hope you have gained understanding of today's webinar. And again, to our dear speaker, thank you so much for gracing our event today. We look forward to see you again here in our upcoming webinars. Thank you so much, sir. Before we go, okay. Thank you, Sir Darwin Salvador. Well, this has been a rewarding day because of our very enthusiastic speakers. I could still see some questions here, but it's all about the certificate. And I would like to read one comment before I go on with my script. Wow, yes, sir, giving the students the chance to speak and making them own their learning and decision to solve problems. Okay, for those who are asking about the certificate in the quiz competition, you need to download it from our FB page. You have to look for the date and then you can download it because we don't have link for that. But then for the e-certificate for today, I will be giving you the procedure in a little while. For the meantime, I would like to first thank all the knowledge seekers. I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's session. Let me thank you for being so patient and attentive throughout the webinar. And hopefully you have learned something new today that will be useful in your life. Our code for today is IGP 4765. Okay, our code for today, please take down this code because this is very important, especially to those who are asking on how to claim the EAR certificate. Our code for today is IGP 4765. Okay, you may take a screenshot of that, and the date today is March 14. Today's program name is Proactive Teaching Towards Environmental Awareness. Without code, no one is eligible for a certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. And without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functional. Therefore, you need to create your account. So how do we claim the e-certificate? First, you go to www.eduigp.com and then make sure to log in to your account, or if you're new, please create an account first, then log in using your account. Click free webinars. Choose today's webinar date and title. Click the tab or the bar enroll now. Once you get enrolled, enter the code for today and then click get your certificate. Then your e-certificate will be auto-downloaded to your device. Remember, our code for today is IGP 4765. I hope you were able to follow my instruction. Thank you so much for being with me today this wonderful afternoon. If you have learned something or we have been helpful to you, even in just a little bit, please leave a review on our page. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. Please spread the information about IGP to your friends. Don't forget to collect your e-certificate after the session and give a check-in with IGP. Okay, you may collect your e-certificate at www.eduigp.com or to the pinned post below of this live session. At this point, I would like to congratulate the whole IGP team, the Team IGP, for another successful live session. We hope to see you all again in our next webinars. Remember, all things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to His purpose. Thank you so much. Stay happy and stay safe. Once again, this has been your host, Maribeth from the Philippines, signing off. To God be the glory. Bye.